It's easy to get a base community of people who will watch you on Twitch, but it's way more difficult to actually make your stream popular. I'm gonna give you my best advice as someone who has over 1,000 people come through their stream. What's up streamers, it's Ashley. I'm all about helping you pursue your dreams and learn to stream. You probably clicked on this video because you want to be one of the cool kids. You probably want hundreds of viewers, lots of love, and that sweet, sweet partnership badge. I make 4 videos a week about all of that stuff, so make sure that you hit subscribe, click the notification bell to join the Yam fam, and we'll all help each other succeed and love each other and support each other to our goals. So like I said, it's easy to have a base community, but it's actually really difficult to make your stream popular. To get a base community, all you have to do is follow the basic advice. Have a schedule. Try to be kinda consistent. Don't stream saturated games. But that basic advice won't make your stream popular. In fact, thinking that the basic advice is all there is probably why you can't get past like 20 viewers on Twitch. Some people won't agree with this, and that's actually fine. There are plenty of streamers who have gotten really successful by just following the base advice and they didn't go any deeper. And for every piece of advice I give in all of the videos and the streams and the podcasts, there are examples of people who have broken that advice and they've gotten somewhere with it. Different things work for different people. And at the end of the day, it's your stream, not mine. So you need to do what feels right for you. Otherwise, you're gonna come across as inauthentic and people are gonna pick up on that and it's gonna be impossible for you to grow. So if you've hit a plateau or the stream just isn't growing anymore or you just feel stuck, maybe this advice can help you out. Okay, let's get into it. The first piece of advice for making your stream popular is choose a niche. Now, like I said, not everyone believes that this is important, but there's a reason that all of the YouTube educators and all of the owners of the world's best and biggest businesses out there say that you need to niche down. If you view your stream as a business, and you should, this is a great piece of advice to follow. In 2013, it wasn't super popular and it wasn't super necessary to have to niche in the Twitch space because the platform just wasn't as saturated. But as a platform grows and the more users join the platform, the more you need to actually find a niche and carve out some kind of little area for yourself. And niching down doesn't mean that you never pivot or try different things. It also doesn't mean that you only play one game. There are a lot of different ways to niche yourself. Niching down simply means that you create your stream for a very specific group of people in some way. And as you grow, you can expand on that. In order to choose your niche, you need to actually choose a value and deliver on that value really, really well, which is actually the second thing that we're going to talk about. My second tip is delivering value. So value is super confusing. When I was a new content creator, I remember hearing this word all the freaking time and I was just like, what is value? Just somebody tell me what it freaking is. How do I give it to people if I don't know what it is? I'm gonna tell you. Value on Twitch is usually delivered in 4 different ways. So one is entertainment value. This is the most discussed value and this is the value that really everyone tries to fit into, but we're just not all that funny. And this is honestly the hardest value to nail because it means that you have to be funny all the time. Some days, you just don't feel freaking funny. The second value is relational value. Now, while this isn't really talked about, we all know that it's there. This value is all about the relationships that you grow with people, and this value is also the easiest to put into your content because all you have to do is just be there. Just be there and talk to people. But developing relationships takes a lot of time. So if this is the only value that your stream gives to people, it will take you forever to grow. Now these next 2 values are for people that actually want to go above and beyond, which is probably you since you clicked on this video about how to make your stream more popular. The third value is inspirational/motivational. So this is the value that encourages people to get up off the couch and to actually make a change in their lives. And you give this value to people by sharing stories of you overcoming adversity. And this is why it's so important to share your beliefs and talk about those hard moments in your life that you've overcome, because it motivates people to overcome their hardships as well. This value actually has a lot of potential on Twitch to be delivered as like motivational speaking in some way. If there could be like a motivational speaking streamer where that person is literally like writing speeches and performing during their stream, that stream would be amazing. And the fourth value is educational. And the educational value is honestly the most underrated value on Twitch, because not all viewers care about learning how to get good at video games. You can teach people about cars, wrestling, working out, how to be healthier, how to have a better mindset, how to meme better, anything. You just can't teach them about streaming, because I'm the only one that's allowed to do that. So putting value into your content changes the viewer's life in some way, because at its core, streaming isn't really about the streamer. It's not about how attractive or funny or sexy you are or entertaining you are. It's about the kinds of changes that you make in your viewers' lives. So if you change their life in a positive way, they're gonna come back over and over and over again to keep having their life changed in that way. So we've got choose a niche, deliver value, and then we've got engagement. Engagement, the key to popularity, getting people to talk in your stream and to do the things that you tell them to do. You've probably heard this word a million times in all of those million other Twitch advice videos. And that's for a good reason. It's 'cause they're right. It doesn't matter how many people are watching you, if you can't get them to be an engaged community, then they don't actually care about you. And I assume that's what you want, right? Like, you'd probably rather have a stream with a couple hundred viewers that are really in love with you versus a stream with hundreds of viewers that just don't care about you at all. In order to get people to engage, you have to make them feel like what they say actually matters. And you do this by asking them open-ended questions and responding and generating conversation. Now, a lot of the advice out there is to ask these like silly questions like, what's your favorite ice cream? Does pineapple actually belong on pizza? Is a hot dog a sandwich? Or you hear like, just ask chatters about their day and try to remember personal details about them. And all of that stuff is great, and it can definitely work to generate more chat conversation. However, in order to make a popular stream, you have to stand out a little bit. And if this is the advice that everyone is getting, then this is the advice that everyone is doing, right? So I actually actively encourage a question of the day strategy. And this isn't using a question that's like super surface level just based on your interests. I encourage people to look for questions that were actually scientifically proven to grow intimacy and connection. So I've actually got a list for you below of all the questions that I use whenever I stream. And what you do is you choose one of these questions, you make it your stream title, and anytime someone comes and chats in your stream, that is your default question. Because conversations become a lot more interesting and a lot more intimate and generate a lot more connection if they're about your passions or your dreams or your goals versus what you had for lunch. Then we've got networking. Of course, networking. You knew it was gonna happen, right? Aside from being a pretty gross word, networking on Twitch actually does have value, but not in the way that you think. Networking on Twitch is not growing relationships for the benefit of your stream. Twitch is all about growing relationships authentically, and in order to do that, your idea of what networking actually is might need a mindset shift, because it shouldn't be about just making friends to grow your stream. It should be making friends because you like those people. Now, you can do this whole networking thing in a lot of different ways, but the number one way and the number one thing that I recommend is collabs. Collaboration streams are absolutely amazing. Not only are you and your community being introduced to another streamer's community, but they're introducing themselves and their community to yours. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship, and it's a really fun experience for both communities to watch. So try to work collabs into your stream about once a week. Podcasts are really, really great for this because you're almost forced to publish a podcast episode weekly, and so that makes you forced to schedule at least one podcast episode. I can't words! Podcasts are awesome live content, so you're forced to post them weekly and you're forced to make sure that you have somebody else on your stream once a week. We did it! My next recommendation is to challenge yourself to try new things. It's really easy to just repeat the things that work with your stream, but challenging yourself is actually really important to keep your content fresh. No one wants to watch the same thing over and over and over and over for years, so it's actually really important to just shake it up from time to time and keep things interesting. Try new things and come up with new ideas. Try an IRL only stream, have a pizza party, do a charity stream, wear a cosplay. There is so much opportunity out there for you to really shake things up and get a little weird. And honestly, aren't the best streams the weird ones? The ones that make you go, what is happening right now? So if you need some help from someone who has actually done all of this stuff before and who has had success with it, you can come over to patreon.com/ashnichrist. There's a link below. There's group coaching for $1 freaking dollar. Guys, $1. And you can join myself and a lot of other streamers as well as we help each other reach goals and go after the dream stream dream. I don't know. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!